everyone. So in this video today we are going to learn how to explore the iris dataset, and in this dataset exploration we are using k-means clustering, which is used to predict the optimum number of clusters and represent it visually using the given dataset iris. The technical stack that is the libraries that we will use in order to perform this task are NumPy library, Pandas, Matplotlib, Seaborn and Scikit-learn. Matplotlib and Seaborn are the libraries to draw insights using maps, using graphs. So here we have imported our libraries using import command. Next we will import our dataset or load our dataset. Using the load iris of command. Then in order to see some of the data from our file, we have used the dot head of function. Dot head of we know is used to give us the first lines of our first 5 rows of our data. So we are getting to see the first 5 rows of our data set. Here we see that there are 4 columns: sepal length in centimeters, sepal width in centimeters, petal width, petal length in centimeters and petal width in centimeters. So in the first row of our data we have the sepal length is 5.1, sepal width is 3.5, petal length as 1.4 and petal width is 0.2. In this way we have our other rows of data as well. Then we have used the dot shape function. It gives us the number of rows and columns in our data set. And we know that there are 4 columns. We already were able to see that from here using the dot head of command. And there are 150 rows in our data set, in our iris data set. Then we have used the dot info of function. This is letting us know about the data types of the columns in our data set iris. So sepal length centimeters, sepal width centimeters, petal length centimeters and petal width centimeters. All of the 4 columns are float 64 data type. And there are 150 entries, that is there are 150 rows of data from 0 to 149. In total 4 columns that we have already seen. Using the dot is null of command and dot sum of command, we are trying to find if there are any null values in our data set, and it shows that there are no null values in our data. Then we have used the dot describe of command to give us the first 5-point summary of our data. So from here we are getting the information about the interquartile ranges like 25%, 50%, 75%, max data, min data, standard deviation, mean and count of our data. Count, that is the number of rows in our data. Then we have used correlation using the function dot core of this is the correlation of our data. Then we are trying to draw insights from the data using graphs. So we are plotting a graph here using plt.figure within brackets fig size equal to 10:6, and we have used the SNS, that is the Seaborn library. In heat map of command, dot heat map of, because we want to see the heat map of our data. So this is the kind of heat map we are getting of our data. These. So we see the diagonal rows are all same, and these are our basic data. Then we have tried to plot a pair plot using Seaborn library again. So we have used the command sns.pairplot of df. So this is giving us the pair plot of our data. Then we are finding the optimum number of clusters using k-means clustering algorithm of machine learning. From sklearn.cluster we are importing k-means. Then these are the commands that we have. This is the function we have created. This is our loop for this data. For I in range of 1,11 colon k means equal to this, nth equal to this, center, nth. K means fit, append, plotting the results of the line graph, allowing us to observe the elbow. Then we have plot our graph, and this is the elbow method. So this is the kind of elbow of our data. We can clearly see why it is called the elbow method, because the optimum clusters is where the elbow occurs. This is when the within cluster number of sum of squares doesn't decrease significantly with every iteration. From this we can choose the number of clusters as 3. So you see the bend here is, the elbow here is appearing at 3, third entry of our x-axis, that is the number of clusters. So we can say that there are 3 types of clusters in our data. Then we have applied k-means clustering to our data set, creating the k-means classifier. Fit predict to fix fill pattern, then usually plotting on the first 2 columns. Here we have tried to plot our scatter plot. So this is our scatter plot. These are the legends, where red indicates Iris setosa, blue Iris versicolor, green Iris virginica, yellow centroids. So the conclusion that we get from our data analysis is that the optimum number of clusters is 3 that we have got using the elbow method. So in future we will come up with more projects related to data science and analytics, also using Python. So make sure that you subscribe to our channel to stay tuned and do not miss out on any of these. I also post contents related to freshers, internships and helpful content. So you may subscribe for that and share videos from that as well with your friends. So let's learn together. Happy learning. Thank you.